Alright, Trails fans, grab your bracer and notebooks, check all your quartz, and make sure your CB gauge is full because we are diving today into Trails in the Sky first chapter. I've been a fan of this series for like 15-something years now. It is the game that reinvented the JRPG scene back on the PSP for me. I had never played anything quite like it, and I really did fall in love with it right from the get-go. But again, it's been like 14-something years since this game came out, so this remake feels like bumping into old friends that you haven't seen in quite some time. And a big shout out to Gung Ho for giving me early access to all this as well. Before we do get started going on into the game though, be sure to subscribe to join my party and level on up with me. Every sub and like helps me out a ton. Thank you so much. And now, let's get into this nostalgic but surprisingly modern RPG remake.
You better be sorry. Ow! Stop that, mean old hag! Stupid Estelle! You've got a lot of nerve saying that to someone who just saved your life.
The first thing that you're going to be hit with are the graphics, and wow! Seeing Estelle and Joshua in full 3D is an absolute trip. Everything just looks so absolutely gorgeous. It's almost like a painting come to life. And while I've always thought that the Trails games were easy on the eyes, this remake is a cut above. It even puts Daybreak to shame, and that game looked great to me. It opens up with Cassius bringing in an unconscious Joshua in to meet Estelle, and then jumps straight on into the future. And it was really here, during all these long cutscenes, that I really got it. Remember that article from the developer who said that this game was twice as long as the original? Well, that's because in the original version, you just kind of like skimmed through text boxes until the scenes were over, but not anymore. It's fully cinematic. The camera pans, the characters emote, and you actually feel the moment. Before, you were just like a passive observer, but right now, you're in the room with them. It's such a simple thing, but it really shows just how far JRPG presentation has come over these years. And yeah, Estelle's spunky charm is still perfectly intact. She is still that hot-headed, staff-swinging, ass-kicking hero that we all fell in love with. Now, for the elephant in the room, the voice acting. Cassius sounds great, wise and commanding. The kind of guy who could make you like clench your ass with a single eyebrow raise. Joshua also fits perfectly. I mean, he sounds like the typical JRPG hero. Johnny Young Bosch is voicing him, so of course he's perfect. But Estelle, though, kinda conflicted. Sometimes her voice works, sometimes it feels like she's auditioning for a Saturday morning cartoon. Sometimes she sounds serious, other times she sounds like a 5-year-old girl. I'll let you decide how you all feel about it. And
just you watch. I'm gonna rack up achievements and become a way better bracer than you, Dad.
Go ahead and try.
Why are you two always so competitive? Besides, Estelle, you've got more important things to focus on. You still have to pass the exam at the end of the day today.
Huh? What exam?
And speaking of voice acting, it is available in both English and Japanese. That said, the commitment is undeniable. Every single cutscene is fully voiced. Estelle and Joshua even chatter as you run about the field. The only times that like the voices drop are during random NPC conversations or repeat tutorial interactions. This compared to, Cold Steel's half-voiced cutscenes is a huge step in the right direction. And also, shout out to the loading screen. Those little sprite versions of Estelle and Joshua tucked in the corner are such a cool touch. Customization and little additions are all over the place. You can choose between German, French, Spanish, or Japanese text, toggle between the original orchestration or the new music, and change the battle speed during fast forwarding too. So whether you're here for the story, the grind, or just to like slam monsters into dust as fast as possible, this game has you covered. Add in different difficulty settings from very easy up to nightmare, as well as toggleable minimap and objective markers and fast travel, and you've basically got like a Trails experience completely tailored down to your playstyle.
Estelle, you're actually pretty strong. Not bad for a stupid rookie. You idiot. Ow! What was that for? Seriously, you little brat. Do you have any idea what you've done?
Okay, so now let's get into the meat and potatoes of the game, the combat. The quick battles feel like Falcom took a page right out of the E's playbook. The B button attacks, the A button dodges, and you can chain into jump attacks or even perfect dodges. Positioning matters now too. You can flank enemies and you'll hit harder. There's even a stun gauge. Whenever it fills up, enemies will skip their turn, giving you a window for brave attacks. Land one, and then you'll even get a follow-up attack. This wasn't in the original, and it does make the fights feel so much more dynamic. In fact, lots of stuff that wasn't in the original has been added on into this remake, such as counter-attacking whenever an enemy misses, the overdrive system which gives your guys debuff immunity, stat boosts, and guaranteed brave attacks for 2 turns, chain and follow-up attacks straight at a cold steel. It all feels very powerful, but not broken or unbalanced. It just adds in one more layer of strategy. And I love having the choice of fighting an action or a turn-based battle, and it really does kind of flow together so seamlessly. Once you do get into the swing of things, you'll find your groove, and I think that you'll love it too. All the crafts and arts have been streamlined as well. You build up CP by attacking or taking damage, and they're mapped over to the Y button. Arts are on X, and weaknesses are clearly displayed under enemy HP and stun gauges. Perfect guards and dodges now completely refill your craft gauge, letting you immediately counter and use them as well. Outside of battle, the quality of life improvements are everywhere too. The quartz menu now has an auto-craft option that shows you exactly what arts you'll unlock and which stats you'll gain. There's no more staring at the screen wondering if your quartz combo is secretly garbage or not. The treasure chests also appear on the mini-map now without having to equip a quartz, though all those little extra treasure chest messages from the original game are not included, so pour one out for a Fallen Trails Easter egg.
Good work, both of you. That completes today's training. All that's left is to gain experience by actually working.
Also, just in general, the game and the exploration feels so much more friendlier this time. Back in the original game, you had to wander around town and talk to every Tom, Dick, and Harry after every single different event, just in case they had something new to say or like a book or special item to give you. Not anymore! All main events are highlighted with a red exclamation point. All sub-events and sub-quests with a green exclamation point. And optional events, such as those aforementioned books, with a blue exclamation point. Thank God the books aren't hidden behind countless NPC chats anymore. Say goodbye to wandering around town like an obsessive door-to-door salesman, or even worse, being glued to a guide the entire time just to make sure that you don't miss that one precious BP point or that one book. Progression also feels deeper. There's support experience that has been added that you can help out your partner with, and you'll earn it through battles or even by eating food. Whenever you raise up your support level, you'll unlock new abilities and upgrades. Cooking has also been introduced earlier than the original mainline series, and the cooking here, it's actually worth a damn. Recipes will boost your max stats. Like a maple cookie, for example, will add 20 maximum HP, so don't ignore cooking. Dialogue choices also tie directly into your BP points now, just like the original, so make sure that you do pick the right option and you'll rack up the rewards, equipment, and bragging rights. It's really a neat way of reinforcing that you're not just watching Estelle and Joshua going through the motions, you're actually thinking like Estelle and Joshua, thinking like a bracer. So how does it all come together? Honestly, this remake here is exactly what Trails in the Sky First Chapter deserves. It is faithful to the original, but it layers in mechanics from later Trails games, gets rid of all the jank, and adds in a fresh coat of paint that makes Liberl feel alive again. It's faster, prettier, and smoother, but it hasn't lost the soul that made us love it in the first place. At the end of the day, it feels much less like a remake, and more like the version that Falcom always wanted to release back in the day, but just couldn't. So, if this is the standard that they're setting for future Trails remakes and games, then buckle up, because we are about to relive the entire saga at its peak. And here's hoping that we do get Trails in the Sky second chapter announced soon, because we definitely need it after this fantastic game. And I hope everybody out there enjoys it and has a good day.
So, are you finally ready to admit how great your old man is? No need to be shy. Come give your daddy a hug.
Don't get carried away. Ugh! Do the men of this family never shut up?